Mount Jerusalem, capital of Israel, is a home for infants and a nurses' hostel under construction. A project sponsored by Wheatso branches in Great Britain and Ireland. Hundreds of youths are being trained at the Fuller Farm School, sponsored by Wheatso of the Argentine. At Haifa is the Children's Home, sponsored by Wheatso of Australia. The new Mothercraft Training Center and Baby Nursery in Tel Aviv is being established by Zionist women of South Africa. Jewish women the world over give thousands of youngsters a good start in life in Israel. These institutions all reflect the deep understanding of Wheatso. But this film is dedicated to only one special project, the youth village of Hadassim, sponsored by Canadian Hadassim. Toward the end of the Second World War, Canadian Hadassim decided to build a village for the rescued Jewish children of Europe. A real village with all the educational advantages of rural life. The Jewish National Fund allocated 300 acres in the plain of Sharon, known since ancient times for its verdant fertility. It was a happy day when Mrs. Rebecca Seif, president of Wheatso, received a scroll from the Jewish National Fund, transferring this stretch of land to the loving care of Wheatso. (1948). The gates of Israel were flung open as the newborn state beckoned to the survivors of Nazi horror to come at last without restriction to the Jewish homeland. Wave after wave of immigrants swarmed into the country. Even before the village was completed, truckloads of boys and girls began to arrive at Hadassim. Of all sizes, shapes, and origin, youngsters from 20 different countries, from countries of sad experience, where Jewish life was unbalanced and insecure. Jewish children cast about by a hostile world have at last found a friendly, motherly hand, the hand of Wheatso. Homeless waifs from North Africa and Asia, orphans who lost their fathers in Israel's War of Independence, children from homes stricken by death or disease. They have one thing in common, these Jewish children. They yearn to grow up as normal, healthy, happy citizens of Israel. A chance to grow up that way is the promise held out to them at Hadassim. Today, Hadassim accommodates nearly 400 youngsters from the age of 8 to 17. They live in a clean, wholesome environment. No iron discipline warps the children's personalities. No artificial line is drawn between life and learning, between theory and practice. The Zionist tradition of self-labor is instilled in the boys and girls. They know their country depends upon agricultural labor and the restoration of its ancient fertility. Under skilled instructors, they learn all about the secrets of plant life, all about roots and stems and leaves. A lesson in botany or in farm mechanics leads up to a useful career that will be enjoyed when they enter the agricultural settlements of modern Israel. Close companionship exists between the youngsters and their teachers who are dedicated to their welfare. The staff at Hadassim is recruited from veteran pioneers who know how to handle the implements of their profession and how to transmit to the youngsters the benefit of their long experience. For home consumption and for export to faraway lands, farm products are the key to Israel's well-being. The battle for food has been joined by this generation. What'll it be? Scrambled or sunny side up? Muscle power and machine power, modern techniques and ancient pastoral ways mingle in the day's work. Homegrown wool is spun into raw material for fancy garments. Coordinating hand and eye and foot, the youngsters combine their lessons with useful activities. Tomorrow's skilled artisans are starting off today by making simple toys. The boys are eager to manipulate carpenter's tools, a very practical skill for future farmers. The fascinating world of science opens up. Modern methods and modern tools reflect the educational approach. In textbooks and in works of literature, in Hebrew and in other languages, they find knowledge and wisdom and faith. Household chores are performed by all the villagers. Good work habits are instilled at Hadassim. This, too, is part of life, of learning. 3 times a day, the boys and girls assemble in their beautiful dining hall for a hearty breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Mealtime is always a great social occasion. During the years, more and more buildings have been added by the devoted members of Canadian Hadassim. New workshops and dormitories have kept pace with the needs of the expanding village. Many are the women who have made outstanding contributions to the growth of Hadassim. It has been possible to honor only a few of them, but history will record the noble efforts of the many unnamed Jewish mothers of Canada, in large cities and small communities who have fostered the growth of this unique experiment. Thanks to the generosity of one Canadian woman, a new hospital is being built. Health services are of vital importance. There must be constant care and medical supervision. The study classes are based on the project method. Thus, the children master the subject and themselves. While the teacher takes her place among the children, one student leads the discussion. They study Jewish life in various countries. In conjunction with this topic, they are preparing an exhibit. Jews from all over the world have flocked to Israel. Hadassim itself is a microcosm of the ingathering of the exiles. Secure in Israel, the youngsters can look outward to learn about Jewish life and tradition in many lands. The native Sabras play an important role in integrating their brothers and sisters into the new, free, democratic life of Israel. Self-government in the youth village is a prologue to democratic living. The student council helps to regulate the affairs of the community. The freedom of Hadassim is paying dividends in the form of self-expression and self-discipline. But life is not always serious. Recreation constitutes an important part of the day's program. Sweet melodies fill the air, and music fills young hearts with joy. The spirit and the body have one rhythm. The individual and the group have one harmony. The cringing posture of the past gives way to the erect posture of the present. Handicaps of a bad start will be overcome by clear thinking and planning. Free time is spent in the pursuit of creative work. The girls at Hadassim, like girls in all countries, have fun dressing dolls and keeping house. Some of them have come from cultures where the status of women was equal to, if not lower, than that of pack animals. Here in Israel, they will taste equality such as their grandmothers never knew. Here they are partners rather than servants. stamp collectors are numerous at Hadassim. They love to correspond with pen pals in far-off Canada and other countries. In this land of the Bible, embryo archaeologists dig up ancient pottery. Many an acre of Jewish National Fund soil has turned out to be an inexhaustible field of historic remains. The study of ancient ruins teaches us what normal life was like thousands of years ago. The study of the boys and girls at Hadassim teaches us what normal life can be like for thousands of homeless children today. No city rubble could ever produce such pleasures. Such wealth is not for city streets. Here at Hadassim, the creatures of nature are part of the friendly family. Friday afternoon is spruce-up time. The day of rest is coming. Young hands prepare to receive the Sabbath. Jewish tradition fills the entire village. Among the myrtle bushes of the Sharon, they breathe the sacred air of this holy land. They learn to honor the commandments of the prophets and the teachings of the sages. Hark Habikurim, festival of first fruits. Hand in hand with respect for tradition goes the constant search for new forms of celebrating our ancient festivals. Our agricultural holidays assume new meaning as the Jewish people return to life on the land. Everyone participates, including the smallest offspring of the teaching staff. Children gather their fruits of the soil and fruits of their manual skill. The high priests read Shavuot passages from the Torah. Holy, holy, holy Lord of hosts, the earth is full with his splendor. The products of soil and labor are given to the high priests as a symbolic offering for the Jewish National Fund, the Redeemer of the land on which the people are being redeemed. Hadassim sends a message to the world, a world which has not known peace in the lifetime of these youngsters. For 5 years, boys and girls have lived at Hadassim, wards of many mothers who have pooled their love and their gifts to start them on the road to fulfillment. They study, they play, they dance. graduates of Hadassim are already working at a pioneer outpost along the still dangerous borders of Israel. They know that the task of rebuilding the land has only begun. Strong sinews and willing hearts are needed, and the boys and girls respond with unlimited devotion. Their horizons have widened during their days at Hadassim, and they are ready to pioneer on another patch of Jewish National Fund soil, be it in the Negev or in Galilee. They are growing up as creative, loyal, hard-working citizens of Israel. On the threshold of a new chapter in their life, the villagers of Hadassim looked back upon happy days, upon the formative years as wards of Wheatsoe. The sun of good fortune has shone upon them. Wheatsoe and the Jewish National Fund have given them a good start, and they face with confidence a happy future.